live. Adjust the audio on the fly. Here we go, going live right here, which says we're live. Hey, welcome everybody to the stream. This is myself and Scott Berry, and we welcome you to Synth Talk. Hello, Synth Talk, episode 24. And this episode of Synth Talk is all about updates, and updates. We got a lot to talk about today, which is pretty neat. It's been a great night. What do you think, Scott? Let me see if we can hear you okay.
My gosh, it's been a crazy night. As soon as those updates got released, it was just like bam, 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 getting tagged all over the place and following up and trying to catch up.
Yeah, so a lot of different things. So, since we're just starting on Synth Talk, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody that's here. I see Evan Turner is here. He's giving like the rock and roll sign, which we totally love. I see Mark Tronics. He says, updates. Christopher Fry, what's up? He says, I've already given this a thumbs up. Super excited about the Roland Cloud integration. Yeah, a lot to talk about. Demopec Studio, he put, I like the fact that update the keyboard, especially the trumpet section. Oh, I also like the idea of Zenology, which could be the bomb. Absolutely. And he says, however, playing with it, I want to be able to load my own tones. Well, hold on. We're still working on stuff. There might be some more updates in the future, so hold on. He says, sampler I am waiting for. I love Roland tones. I must say I got all my XP 80s tones back, which me too. I love those. I hope you get to import your own, then I may not even need the sampler in the Fantom. Just load in Zenology. Well, we'll see what's happening. There's a lot of interesting things going on right now. Hashtag give it away for Marktronics. I know. Good job to the engineers. It shows they are listening to and developing the Fantom, the platform. Absolutely. So there's a lot of people all over the world at Roland, throughout all the different Roland family, that we're working on the Fantom, from all of us that are the product guys to the engineers to our people in marketing. A lot of people are working. Enzo, what's up, Enzo? Sounds Saka or Sasa. He says hello. He says greetings from Eaton 5. Tortog, what's up? Ready to expand my brain. Whoa, expand. I don't know. I think we'll rot your brain. We're having some fun.
I think we expanded our brains last night a little too much. There was a lot going on. Fantom, Jupiter X. Oh. I think the 88 got an update, and then all the cloud stuff. Yeah. It was huge.
We're going to go through all of that, and there's still a lot that we are learning, so give us a little bit of slack on that. 80s fan, evening all. Giles here from the JPXM users Facebook. Awesome. Enzo, cue the theme song. Absolutely. You know, right before we started, I was just making some final adjustments, and I was trying to remember where to adjust the audio delay in OBS, because I did it on another OBS that I did, and I can't remember where it is. I got to find it later. So I was all excited because this one was going to be dead on the audio with no lag, and I can't remember where it is right now. We're going to figure it out. Let's see. XP 50 player says, looks like the model banks are coming to the Fantom through Roland Cloud and may cost money. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're working on stuff. Kirill, hey, what's up, Kirill? Graham Monks, hello. Scott and Ed from the UK, hello. Thank you for staying up with us. What is it, about 8 o'clock over there p.m.? Hello from Italy. Love to see that. Chris World. Pablo, muy bueno. Okay, awesome. I think probably Pablo's from Brazil, possibly. Eaton, hi there. Sleepless in Cincinnati. Thanks to my Jupiter X. Scott was right. Need more coffee.
Yeah, where I'm at, because I think I was up till about 1:30 or 2 last night going through stuff and answering questions.
Yeah, I was up late too, going through the Zenology stuff myself. It's kind of fun. What's up, Tim and Mark Schindler? What's up? And then Tartog time for RD 2000 update 2. We'll see what happens. Actually, updates are in the air. All right, so let's go ahead and start off first with the Fantom. We'll start off with the Fantom. We have the new update 1.60, and let me go to that page real quick for you guys so we can look together. For those of you that are new to the Synth Talk, this is the 24th episode of Synth Talk, and we're just trying to really just go through and, we both work for Roland, but this isn't a Roland sponsored thing. Roland allows us to do this, but this is more Scott and I as keyboard people sharing to other keyboard people. So that's what we're trying to do here for all of you. So let me see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the website. For those of you that don't know, you can go to the website and you go to your Roland synth.com in wherever part of the world you're in. You can go into the product section here, and we can go into synthesizers. There we go. We're coming right up. And then we can go down into Performance Workstation. So this is totally cool. And then we just pick any of the Fantoms. I'm picking the 7 because that's what I have here in my studio. And let's see here. It's coming. All right, great. And then I'll go down into the very bottom, get through. But I love looking at the specs because I like all that stuff. And we can go into the downloads. All right, here's where it is. Happened last night. 1.60, okay, 1.60, and if we take a look in here,
it also always, like what Ed's getting ready to go through, it tells you what they put in the update, which is so cool. So you at least have an idea before you even download anything what's coming, what's going to be in there.
Yeah, so that's definitely something we want to know, and it tells you how to check the version. So just a real quick recap for all of you real fast. If I wanted to know what's in my Fantom, it would just be Menu, System, and then it would be all the way down to Info. Look at that. What's my Fantom, Scott? 1.51. Loser.
Update out of the entire world.
What did you say? What did you say?
Said you're going to be the last one to update out of the entire world.
I am the last one to update because I got stuff going on, but I do have the update loaded in here. So dun dun dun, we might go ahead and update live for you guys. Please don't blow up my Fantom. No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So we'll probably do that. But here, as we're going into the website, we can actually go into the update history. So you guys can see what is in here. One of the big things we did at Roland is support for the sound content distribution via Roland Cloud. So this is really cool, and we're going to go, don't worry, we're going to go to Roland Cloud. I'm going to open up my account so you guys can see everything that's in there and all the stuff that you can get, and it's totally cool. So additional functions, Roland Cloud is now supported. So if any sounds that are coming in the future, you'll have to go to Roland Cloud. And just so you know, there are different levels of Roland Cloud. So you don't have to necessarily go full on, but there is a free account which you'll be able to access a lot of cool content from there too. Let's see, and then also you can go into Zen Core scene. Now this is a huge one. What do you think, Scott? Zen Core scene import and export are now supported. So
that's an exciting thing because from what I'm understanding with it is that the scene, when you go to export it, it takes everything with it. So it is all the pattern data, all the sequence data, all the sounds that are in there, any edits that you did to those, and we'll move it over. The question that we need to double check, and my guess would be that if I gave Ed a scene that had expansions in it that he does not have, those will probably not show up and they'll show missing. But we need to double check that and make sure that works. But the big thing is I can take 3 or 4 or whatever I want in scenes, put them on a thumb drive, upload them to like Patchland on Facebook, or give them to Ed or any of you guys. And that is just the coolest thing.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. What Scott exactly what Scott said is that we need to check a couple of things. And yeah, so just as a quick recap, and Scott already said it. So a scene comprises all the tones that you're using, and it comprises all of the different controller information that you've assigned, pedals, and also your controllers. And then it also, if you decided to do a sequence, all of that information. The only caveat is if I share a scene with Scott and I don't have the necessary tone data, say from some type of expansion board, the EXZ or something like that, if I send Scott that scene with that expansion board information and Scott does not have that installed in his system, then it'll probably, I would assume it'd probably go to an initialized tone, because it's not, it's going to be looking for that that EXZ stuff, and if it's not in there, it's going to be like, well, it's not in there. So
going to probably is no assign and just have like 001 or something, no assign to it. But we need to test that, and that's where we're at right now with a lot of this. It's brand new to us too.
Yep.
We've waited, and then the whole Roland Cloud and everything like that happened last night. We experienced it at the same. We knew it was coming, but we experienced it exactly like you did.
Yeah, so it was actually fun. We were on a Facebook call with one of our other guys throughout the world, and just having fun and just seeing everything that was happening from our vantage point. So let's answer a couple questions, and we're gonna dig some more in this. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna answer some questions. Everything that we can answer, that we know and that we don't know, we'll try and wait, because, like I said, we are learning a bunch of stuff as we go as well. There's a lot of things going on throughout the whole Roland world community, so figuring out stuff. Let's see if we can go some of the questions. Let's see. Christopher Fry, he says, "Hey Scott, reference my Facebook post. If I start up my Fantom, the screen goes crazy. What do I do now?" Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, I'm trying to think of, what does he mean the screen's going crazy? It just, from startup, it just does a weird thing. So first question was, I think I was addressing, you were trying to update, and it updated the board end, but it didn't see the other one, or just set in this update. I would say try and update it again, if you can. So that would be holding the right button and turning the power on. But if you want to be more specific in what's going crazy, that might help.
Okay, and then Mark Schindler said he was up late trying to load the Supernatural pianos, which we are working on that as well. We're going to see what's going on, and that's already been reported. But we're going to see what's going on. I haven't tried. We're gonna load the new OS here. Scott's going to help me load it, walk me through it as he would, like as if he was doing it, and we'll go from there. Dennis Coop says, "Hey Ed, any chance of a perpetual paid license of Zenology?" I'm not sure. Once we explore the page of Roland Cloud, I think that might be in there, because I believe, and we'll check the cloud. You can go ahead and get a lifetime license on certain products in there. You can choose in there, so that's always a possibility, right, Scott? Probably is. But
I think that I know that they did a huge update to the cloud last night, and that there's still some things that they're working on, still things that they're meeting about or talking about. So if you run into something there, don't fret. Chances are it could be something that they're working on. Report it on the Facebook page or hit their support page and just let them know if you're not sure. But we're going to go through a little bit of this trying to figure it out and what's going on. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but I think we'll all catch on quick. And as far as, what can you buy outright? What do you have to rent? What's the different tier levels for, joining the cloud? I mean, there's a free version, and then there's a ultimate version. And what do you get with it? That's stuff that we are still totally learning too. And I know they're adjusting things.
Yeah, we're making it. Real quick question. Kose Moja puts, just a suggestion. Could Roland add a tutorial CD when you buy their keyboards? I'll answer this one. We have done CDs in the past to ship with the keyboard, but what happens is, that keyboard, when it ships from a Roland factory, it might sit in a dealer's distribution warehouse for months until it gets shipped out and different things. And so by the time it actually hits the store and to you, that particular CD might not be valid anymore as far as the information has updated. One place that I would totally suggest that you go, if you haven't already, is make sure and you go to the Roland Product Support page on YouTube, and we try and keep that one up to date. There's a lot of different products in here. If you hit the video section, you can see a bunch of different videos that we're trying to update very often. But rather than searching that way, always go to the playlist section. If you go to the playlist section on the Roland Product Support website, let's see here. There's the Fantom. Currently 29 videos, and we are in production of more videos. I have over 30 videos in production right now. So this is the best place to go ahead and find out current information in here. So give us time, because these videos do take time to shoot and edit and get the color and everything right, and then we post them up as soon as they become available. So this is where you would go. We've tried the CD thing, but like I said, by the time the CD gets out of the keyboard box to you, the information might not be as valid.
Well, it's even the same thing with the owner's manuals. I'm sure you guys have noticed that when you get the keyboard now, you get an owner's manual, and it may be a little lean or a little small. And the reason why is because products are constantly updating, And what they do is that they update the online manuals. So they don't want to give you a library of paper like this that is null and void 6 months down the line.
Absolutely,
Or
yeah.
so much. So online is the way to go. If it's a CD for audio stuff, that stuff's always online.
Yeah.
And that's the place to check it out.
Yeah, so don't worry. We're going to try and share information. I know if another good place to go is go into the different Facebook groups. There's 2 Fantom groups. There's 2 Jupiter X groups. There's different multiple FA groups. So there's a lot of different places where you can get information that's very up to date. Also, you can check us out here on Synth Talk, which we're going to keep this going even after we're all free and clear from the pandemic, and then also Roland Product Support. So just make sure you subscribe to Roland Product Support. You can subscribe to my channel here at Ed Diaz Keys. Also, check out Scott on his own channel, which we try and give you all the information that we can. All right, let's answer some more questions. Sound Saka just asked, well, just wondering, when Zenology Pro is released, can a tone be exported to an MC101 or 707 from the software editor? Not sure at this time. Not sure at this time. That's one of those things where we kind of have to just wait and see, So just hold on. But there's a lot of really cool, interesting stuff coming from Roland and Roland Cloud. Go ahead, Scott. You look like you want to say something.
I think that's definitely the ultimate plan, is that when the bigger version of Zenology is set up. Now, keep in mind that the MC101 and 707 have to be updated. There needs to be an update, just like what they did with the Fantom, to make sure that they interlink. But I think that is part of the goal, is that you could have Zenology in your DAW, in your computer, do whatever you want in there, and then just move it over. It's a whole ecosystem between everything, which it can just get really, really cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Let's answer some more question. Let's see. A little assist from Enzo. Thank you. Dennis Kopp. He says, I love the idea of having the hardware Fantom and then also being able to have all of the same patches in the DAW. This is a dream come true. Actually, for me, it is as well, because there was many times, especially I know Scott and I, when we're normally on the road, I want to continue working on stuff for my different keyboards, but if I didn't have a Fantom or an FA or whatever the keyboard I was working on with me, I was just dead in the water, and I would just have to wait until the trip. So for me, and possibly Scott, this is kind of a nice thing. I can keep on working on sound design, and then when I get back to my studio, I can go ahead and import it inside my keyboard. Go ahead, Scott. You look like you're going to say.
Some of the other stuff, like the EXZs and some of the SDZ sound packs, let's say you've got them both in your hardware and your DAW. Well, this just opens things up, because instead of just doing 16 tracks in one shot, you can have things set up to where you're actually running 32. Or you just have more options to layer and things like that, and create even a bigger project if you wanted to, because you've got the same thing sitting in the computer and the hardware. Depending on how you do things, you could get a massive sound.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's cool. XP50 player says, that install messes me up since it looks like a command, but is really to get to the install screen. We're going to work on that. We're going to go through that today and help. Enzo said Zenology. Enzo, wake up, Enzo. So cool thing is Zenology is the Zen Core, all the Zen Core sounds that are currently in the Fantom and shared with the Jupiter X, Jupiter XM, the RD88, and soon the I forgot the name of our the X.
Mc7 and 101.
Yeah, and the Axe Edge. So it's just those are going to be all in there. So they're calling it Zenology for online. So just FYI. So that's cool. Let's see here. Is
it Arnold? Sorry, my eyes.
Arnaldo. Couple.
Hey,
yeah.
Roland Cloud. Guys, can I play with it? Yes, it's not standalone though. It would have to come in through a DAW. So whether if you use Logic or Studio One or Cubase or anything, it would have to come in through that.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then Enzo says, how does the Roland Cloud integrate? I asked because when I got the Fantom and XM, I canceled my cloud to save CPU on plugins. Maybe I should re-sign now, depending. You have an answer for that one, Scott?
Yeah, I would definitely re-sign up. It doesn't mean that you have to download everything or anything like that, but there is a free version. So if you want to start with that, just sign up. That way you've got access to, the Fantom new supernatural sounds, and if you wanted to go through any of the EXEs that you didn't get, because those are all free for Fantom right there. Now in Jupiter X and XM, it's a different story because it's something brand new to that platform, and I haven't tried to upload those, but yeah, I would definitely at least re-sign up, get in there, have access to stuff, and then it's up to you if you want to download everything, or maybe you just want the D50 or something like that. It's totally up to you.
And there are different levels of subscriptions in Roland Cloud now, so you can have a free one. You can have a free one in here, and then you can go up the different levels from there. So definitely re-sign up. Lionel asked a pretty cool question. Would be nice if all those instruments from Roland Cloud could be installed on external hard drives. And I believe there is a way. It's something you would have to do inside the Apple. Let me go ahead and do it because I've had to do that. I'm trying to remember right now. But that would be something that you would do using your I'm using a MacBook, so use my MacBook OS, and there's a way you can go ahead and find where those are and put them into an external. It's something to do with the MacBooks, so that's cool. But Havesh, he says, please help me, XPS 30 loops, tempo, undown tricks. Unfortunately, I've never touched the XPS 30. I don't think Scott really has either, since it's not really in the U.S. Market product, so I'm sorry about that one.
I think it's the same as the Juno DS to some things. So if it's losing sync, which is hard to say, look in the menu, go under tempo sync, make sure it's set to slave or whatever it's doing. The other thing too is that if it's a tempo, what do we call it, beat or groove kind of sound, where you hit the key and it's got a rhythm to it or a tempo to it. Some of those can work on it's slower in lower keys, it's faster in upper keys. There is a list of what the BPMs are. Other things, you can actually go into the patch edit and make sure that the waveform that it's using for the tempo is set to tempo sync. Some of those are already fixed, but you can change some of that stuff. But that's a whole nother thing.
Okay, and another question by Mr. Mark Schindler asks, does Zenology work with MainStage? And I'm going to open my MainStage just real quick, and I want to say, yes, it does. So hold on. What do you think, Scott, while I open it up?
I think yes, because it's no different than, what the Jupiter 8 is or any of the other plugins that are sitting in there. It's its own sound engine. It should just show up as an AU available in MainStage to pull from.
Absolutely. So I'm just pulling it into my MainStage real quick, and we can show you that real fast. We're not going to go into, oops, moved the wrong window. I'm moving stuff around that's wrong. All right, cool. Hold on 1 second. Let me pop it over here so you guys can see. All right, and I'm going to use my Fantom as the audio interface, and let's go ahead and just open up. I'll just open up this keyboard, just anything. Open. So I'm going to choose that right there. Here we go. Open. Choo. And there we go. Okay. So the question was, will Zenology work inside MainStage? So I'm going to go ahead into here, and I'm going to do a new patch. And so let's go to a new patch. Great. I'm going to go ahead and add a software instrument. And it says where? Keyboard 1, which I think is the Fantom. And let me see if I have it right. Just looking. Think I'm right. And let's go ahead. It's cool. So I have an empty spot right here. So now if I remember, here we go, instrument. So instrument, there's all my instruments. And if I go down at the bottom, so I'm trying to see, Roland Cloud. Dun, 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 I'm trying to see. Dun, dun. Oh, Zenology. Looky. Here's just opening up right here. Zenology is going to show up. It is going to open up, so that means I can have different instances. Right now, my poor MacBook is running a couple of different things right now, so it might take it a second. But the answer is going to be yes, because you can use the other synthesizers from Roland Cloud inside MainStage. But like I said right now, here it is. Finally popped open. And yes, you can use Zenology inside inside main stage. So that's pretty cool. So we just put up one. I just clicked on there and it just brought up a whole bunch of sounds. But don't worry, we are going to explore this more a little bit later. Let me close it for now. But the answer, Mark Schindler, and to everyone out there is yes, you can go ahead and have Zenology work inside main stage. So this
Great.
FYI.
And hi, how are you?
Okay, cool. And let's see, we're here. Man, you guys are just nailing it today. Okay.
Dennis is asking, any chance we'll get the ability to add effects to the mic input in the same way that we can do patches in the Fantom? This would be nice to be able to add compression on the mic prior to mastering comp. I believe you can route them through the insert effects. Let's see what we can find here. God, would be there. Yep, audio in. So audio in, sorry for the reflection, is going line through. You have reverb options, and then it goes into the main, which would be master compression. So you want to put compression in here. So if I did audio in, I change that to mic, low cut, vocoder, noise gate. There's an EQ. It would have to be like here. The other option, I'm trying to think. Do you remember if there's like a mic setting that's in the system or anything like that?
No, I don't remember if there is in the setting, but I want to, before we get into too deep into this, I kind of want to update my Fantom so we make sure we're on the same page.
I was just curious real quick.
I don't
Yes.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Enzo says, I guess in reference to my other question about putting stuff to an external hard drive, he says that means he's asking, does that mean you can't install them onto external drives with Windows computer? I don't know.
It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about moving an expansion, it has to go into...
Since I've owned a Windows computer here at the house, so there's probably a way. I've just been using it with the whole MacBooks for years, and there is a way we can do that. I'm pretty sure there probably is maybe an alias folder where the folder... where all the Roland Cloud folder lives, and you just create an alias, I believe it's called, and then that way, when it chooses to access that normal folder, it chooses the alias, and then the real folder can live someplace else on an external hard drive. So we'll explore some more of that in the future, because that's a different kind of topic that we're getting to, because then we start getting into computer stuff. But that could be a cool thing, how to go ahead and move your Roland Cloud or some of your other data onto external, and I would recommend SSD drives for that, always. Okay.
Peter, question with the Jupiter X or XM. How many EXZs wave expansions can be loaded into the Jupiter XM? What's the maximum? There's 2 virtual slots. So depending on how much memory you've got in there, those 2 slots should be just fine. But when it loads in those banks, they go in and live in that slot. So it doesn't take anything away from your user area or the other internal storage that's in there. It stays on that slot until you overwrite it. So you have 2 slots.
Yeah. And we'll explore that more when we have Jupiters on the tables right now. Right now, today, it's all Fantoms here. Let's see here. Lionel is saying, this is from Roland Cloud support. Only concerto libraries, anthology libraries can be relocated. Then only using preferences settings. And, we'll take a look at that. You know what I mean? We're all still learning on this one. And, there's always, I think what's cool thing about Scott and I and some of the other product specialists that we'll learn sometimes little tips and tricks.
Yeah, you might need to update your Roland Cloud. I did that last night. I found out, I'm like, I don't see any of this stuff. And then you had to update the cloud manager and everything changed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. All right, we'll see what happens with the Android apps. That's cool. Mark Schindler, he says, I do. JX3P sounds great from the cloud. Awesome. So happy about that. What's up, Robin Spears? Glad you're here. And Arnaldo says, I love Roland Cloud. I wish they bring the JDXI in there. But there's so much in there. When you take a look, JDXI is cool, but you could say JDXI is has a Jupiter, a Juno 106 kind of in there. It's kind of a little bit of JP8 kind of. It's just like a little baby brother to the big brothers in there. What'd you say, Scott? That's how I look at the JDXI. It's like
the JDXI has the supernatural synth engine that's in the Integra and that's in the Jupiter 80. I don't know how much supernatural things we'll wind up seeing in a cloud base. I don't know. The future will show that. But yeah, you've got all that type of stuff in there.
Yep.
So depending on the sound that you're looking for, you should be able to find it in the System 8 engine, in the Jupiter 8, the Juno 106, the JX3P, all that stuff that's up there, or even some of the anthology stuff.
Absolutely. So, okay, and let's see. Woody Piano Shack says, "Guys, Zenology is amazing. Thank you so much. Awesome." Okay, and you know what? Christopher was asking, sorry guys, had weird connection issues. Scott, could you help me with my update issue? Before we do that, Scott, let's go ahead and update mine, and maybe that will help some of the issues. So, Scott, go ahead and pull up, so you can walk me through it, and we'll do it together live for everybody, and we'll get my Fantom set up here. And here, I'm going to put mine on the big screen, Scott, so that everybody can see my Fantom, and then you could just talk me through it. That would be great. And so I got this one here, okay? I already have my thumb drive. I already have it plugged in, and I believe there was 3 files that I needed to bring in. Let me bring those up here so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing, and then Scott can tell me which ones. Okay, here we go. I just want to share this with all of you guys. There we go.
Data, and there's something else. Yeah, those are the ones.
Okay.
So you have to go on the drive.
Okay. So I already dragged all of these onto my thumb drive previously, and so now those are actually living. So I wanted to show that because if you just grab one and not the others, then it's not gonna update correctly at all. Correct, Scott?
That is correct.
Yeah, so there's actually 3 things from that that you need to grab here. So you got to go ahead and grab all of that. So that's cool. Oh, sorry. Somebody yeah. On, let me see. I'm telling him Synth Talk time. Talk now. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over, and Scott's going to walk me through. And a lot of you, if you haven't done this, this is a great opportunity, like having Scott kind of walk us through this, and this would be cool. All right, Scott, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to be quiet, and you're going to just tell me what to do, which I know you love. And let me see here. So,
wife.
Wow. All right, there's my Fantom, Scott. Lead me. Show me the way.
We've already got the USB stick in the back of the keyboard into the memory port. Turn off the power of the Fantom. All right, so when you go to and start the installation, you need to hold the right button, WRITE, while turning the power on. And you want to continue to hold that button until you see preparing for update in the screen.
All right, let's do that now. So press and hold, turning on. Okay, and let go.
Yeah, you can let go of the right button.
Boom.
Now it should start to look for and grab the files that are on the USB stick. And then what that's going to do is it's going to start to run the update. And then when it's done, it will say update board end 1 or board end 1. That's when you move the USB stick over into one of the external ports. See all this? And this one goes by pretty quick.
Yeah. And this is just a great opportunity, I think, just for all of you to kind of see. And just as Scott's kind of walking us through it, this is what I do and Scott does. I just take you got to take your time and just go slowly and just kind of just chill. Just relax and get it going.
Yeah, Howard, Mark Schindler is absolutely correct. Assume that you can go from 1.5 to 1.6. Yeah, you don't need to go through the 0.1. They usually put the previous versions in the updates so that if it's not there, it will install those other missing parts. So, yeah, you're fine.
All right, Scott.
The only time to be aware of something like that is if you ever see an update. Let's say, for instance, 1.60 is an update on the website, and you still see the previous version sitting there, then you may have to go in sequential order. But we're at a point to where if they pull the other one and that's the only one you can find, you should be able to go from 1.10 all the way up to 1.6 with no problem.
Okay, so you see it said update end, insert to external board 2. So that means now I need to move my thumb drive from here into here. Correct, Scott?
Correct. Into one of the external ports. And you have 3, 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter which one.
Okay, so I'm going to take that out of there and plug it in. Ooh, look at that. Not bad. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. And look at that. It's running the update. Love it.
Hey, John Sweeney. How you doing, man?
What's up, John? So,
Roland, brother.
Okay. He's great.
And then Abel had asked, any info on how to connect the Fantom to the Roland Cloud? If you want to use it as a controller, USB is probably your best bet. But for updates or anything like that, that usually has to go through the USB thumb drive, then into the keyboard. So there's different things. If you just want to connect and play as a MIDI controller, USB is the easiest by far.
Absolutely. So it's running the update, and this is the point. This is usually the point where I'm like, hey, get a cup of coffee, just relax, right? Just hold on.
In a couple minutes to 10 minutes, it depends. Also, too, one thing to keep in mind is that the USB drives that you're using, they don't necessarily have to be formatted in the Fantom first, as long as they're FAT32. Also, I would try and stick with 16 gig or under. 32 will work, but anything above that, the Fantom's not going to see. So you want to make sure that the gigabyte is lower for the update, because then it's not digging through all these other files and things like that that are in there. So just keep that in mind.
Yep, it's still doing it, but let's see. I'm going to make a quick thing in here. Oh, let me move me over here. Look, Scott, this is going to be neat while we're doing this. Oh,
hey, Scottish accent was great. You should hear his Australian one.
Yep. Yeah, I'm breaking so many rules when I do those accents. They're like, yeah. Oh, there we go. Look, Scott. Now we can both be on. Yay! All right. So while that's going on here, let's go ahead and shout out to my buddy John. And let's see here, Howard. The reason I was able to go ahead and change the back of it, because I've been doing this way too long. So, yeah, for me, that's the joke at Roland. You should be able to go ahead and plug stuff in without having to see it. You know, kind of feel with your finger and then plug it in, get it all nice and done. Let's see. Dennis Coop said, any ideas when we'll see those 3 extra USB ports on the back used for? So I know there's still more updates coming, and I think you're going to see those probably soon, hopefully later this year. So we'll see what happens there. So
I right now I look at it like this. Hey, at least they're there. I know they've got big plans for them. We can't talk about what the big plans are, so we'll see what happens. But it's like hardware. It can't be put in easily later. So I would rather have them sitting there. Yeah. You know, that's what's really cool.
Yep, and so just getting it all going. And I hope, Christopher, I hope you're in there. Now, one thing I forgot to tell everybody is that always before you do an update, and I did it with this particular Fantom, I always do a backup. Always do a backup of your keyboards before you update them, no matter what keyboard manufacturer or model it is. If you can do a backup, always do a backup, because many times when you do an update, it will go ahead and return that keyboard back to factory settings. Or in order for the update to fully take effect, sometimes we recommend to go to factory settings, factory reset, and then reload in that. So that'd be cool. What's up? I see the Garden House Studio in the house. Oh, go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, like with the Jupiter X, for instance, when the Jupiter X received 1.20, you needed to do a factory reset to install the extra scenes. There was no way around it. So as Ed says, yeah, it's really good idea to get in the habit of doing a backup first before you do anything. And then that way, if something goes wrong or whatever, you don't have to worry about it. And you can still do the factory reset, restore your file, and move forward.
Yeah, move forward. Great question here. Let's see. Abel says, any synth talks with Scott Tibbs coming up, Ed? I would love a synth talk with Scott Tibbs. He is a crazy, awesome, crazy dude. He's awesome. It's definitely one of the professors, So totally, but I don't know if he'd be down to do it, But I would love to have. Wouldn't you?
Oh, he's amazing, absolutely amazing. When he starts going off on things or getting really, really nerdy on you, you're just like, whoa, what's going on? I mean, it's just, yeah, he's absolutely amazing. But I don't know. We'd have to see. I know he's very, very busy.
Yeah, he's very, very busy. And the thing about Scott Tips, he's international. So he's busy over here in the U.S. and in Japan and in parts unknown that we don't even know about. So I would love to have Scott Tips on here. That would be.
Well, I'll hit him up.
Yeah. Oh no! Fuck. Oops, sorry. Oh man. You guys still there? I think I accidentally. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I think we're still alive. I think I accidentally hung up with Scott Berry. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring Scott Berry back in here. Sorry about that, Scott. See here. See.
Wow. What happened there?
I don't know what happened there. You're back, though. I think I did an F-bomb, too. Sorry about the F-bomb. Sorry about that.
Talking about, I was answering a question, I think, and it was the power that's available from the back of those ports that are on the Fantom. I think it's 5 volts. So boutiques will power from it. The MC101 will power from it. I've been able to get a lot of things, especially when we've done events and things where we've got a lot of things stacked on the table or whatever. I've been able to power off of those ports.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, sorry about the F-bomb. I moved my cursor, and you know how sometimes the MacBooks will go to sleep. I'm like, no, don't. So I did that. So, hey, I see Mr. Neil Goins. I'm glad to see you here, sir. I see Kirill here. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna get the supernatural stuff going, and let's see here. We see who else I see. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, sorry about that. I did an F-bomb just right out of my mouth. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and Scott is in power saving mode. Exactly. All right.
I mean, like the YouTube video is frozen.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and look in here. Okay, Scott. So now, if you can see my screen right here, we should be done. And Scott, flip your FaceTime real quick. So we're good. All right.
Can you hear me?
No. Flip it to horizontal.
Oh, sorry. I don't think we're streaming on YouTube is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think so. I'm showing it on YouTube here.
Okay, it's locked up on my side.
Oh, okay. So. Well, just refresh on your side. All right. So, yeah, sorry. So, okay, Robin. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so cool. Now that I have this set, okay, Scott, it says update end. You still with me?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
Here.
So,
yeah, that's the second one.
Yep.
Second port.
And so now look already. Squirrel. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Fantom. Let's go ahead and turn it off real quick. Boom. Let me go ahead and remove the update. Great. And I am YouTube. All is well. Awesome. All right, now we'll go ahead and turn on the Fantom.
Thank you, Mark Schindler. I appreciate you. Yep. Turn it on, and first thing we usually check is the info, just to verify that we're up to the correct operating system.
Waiting. Okay, so that's cool. Great thing about the Fantom, it doesn't take that long to load like certain other keyboards, so it doesn't take that long at all. So we're going to
be coffee.
Yeah, so great, and I'm getting it going, and first thing we are going to do is check all of that. So, awesome. Okay. Where did I drop the F-bomb at, like the 40-minute mark? Whoopsie! All right, so great. So the first thing we're going to check in here is we're going to go into menu. We're going to go into system, and let's see, survey says 1.60. So we are all set to go. Yay, golf clap. Okay, good. Now, I'm looking, and it looks like it still has all of my different stuff that I've done in here, all of my different favorites and stuff like that. So that seems like pretty good. I'm going to go into here real quick, into a single tone, and I'll check my synth area because I have a bunch of stuff that was saved. select it once, and then we'll go in. Yeah, all of my stuff is still in there, so I didn't have to do a factory reset. So I'm not sure if that's even if I have to. So that's pretty cool. So okay, so let's see here. So that's already set. So this Fantom is set. So now let's talk about where do we go to find all of the new things. So one of the new things, right, Scott, was menu. And where was that? Was that in?
So if you hit menu, it's under system. So if you hit system,
Mm-hmm.
notice is that there's 6 buttons. The category button should light red.
Oh, look, right. Yeah, let me go ahead and make this bigger for you guys can see. Yeah, these are all red now. Okay.
So what it is if you start pushing them, you'll start to notice that things will get brighter or duller. It's basically the LED amount. So I don't know if you guys can see that, like where all the sliders are and things. It's either getting brighter or duller.
Oh, I can see it. It's yeah. It's still like even at the dullest, it just kind of went to like a flat kind of look, you
Right.
know. I guess you can tell if you go from 1 to 6, you can see it big time. So that's cool. Like I have a bunch of lights on, obviously in here to light the keyboard, but right away you can see that right away. So when you update that, that's the first thing, and that just came on, right, Scott? Just immediately. It's not here now that we're out of here, but as soon
Right.
as we're in system, it's one of the things that comes up right away. And right here too, right? So LCD brightness, if we wanted to, that's kind of nice. Oh, good. I can set the LCD for when I'm filming. But then LED brightness, I guess that was this way too. So we could have done it this way. Look, I turned off all of the LEDs bright, and look, it's showing here as I'm doing it. It's kind of lighting that way, just so you guys can see. Oh, look at the pads. Yeah, Mark Schindler said the pads. Look at the pads. Really big time difference between them. Yeah, so you can put the Fantom in totally like kind of stealth mode. So that's pretty cool.
Dark room, the lights are bright. When you're in a bright room, it's not bad. Or if you're doing things like filming, especially depending on like cameras and things like that. So, like I'll give you an example. If you can see mine, if I go all the way up, everything kind of gets blown out because of the camera quality and everything that's happening. Everything becomes very kind of fuzzy. But if I go down to the lower setting, it's a lot clearer what's happening. And especially if you're in a darker room, you don't need lights blaring at you. I love that they have been putting this stuff into the keyboards to bring them down and allow you to adjust them.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool in there. Let's talk about some of the other updates. The biggest one being the how we can go ahead and share scenes. That's a good one in there.
Before you get out of that screen, pull up a layer, turn on a couple layers, and when you go to play the keyboard, you'll notice that the buttons above the slider will start to flash. You can turn this off. So I just wanted people to realize that this could be really good, especially if you're running MIDI in between your DAW and things like that to show you that it's getting or receiving MIDI, but you can turn that off.
So right away, as Scott, so I just chose this first one, Something Air, and so I could see real quick where the MIDI is running, but nothing here. But these guys, so it's just kind of like. All right. Now, Scott, say I wanted to turn this off. I would probably go into menu, and I'm assuming in system, right?
Yep.
And then where would I go there, you think?
Yeah, it's under general, and you'll see it there. It will say zone SW indicator.
Zone switch indicator. So right now it's on. And if I want to turn it off, and it's back to the regular way. So that's just a nice thing to know.
That screen that they added was the encoder speed. You have a fast option if you want to move through things quicker. Fast, slow, or normal.
Oh, what does that mean exactly? Let's go ahead. Fast, slow, or normal.
So any bottom encoders that you turn when you're adjusting things, it's either going to move really quick, through stuff, or it's going to move slow, depending on how you have that thing set.
So if I were to go into this encoder, that would be fast. I'm assuming there, right? And let's go ahead and pop it over to slow and just see what the difference is. Oh yeah, it's your twist doesn't go as far. So here it's slow, and I'm just going the full rotation of my wrist. But if I were to go into kind of fast, yeah, I can definitely go even more, pretty quick.
And this applies to any of the knobs that are underneath the screen.
So cool, that's cool. I'll probably just keep mine in normal, that's fine. And then I'll just go ahead and system write it. That's fine there. But that's kind of nice that if you want to know if it's sending out information where it can blink and you can know for sure that it's sending out, that's something that's really neat in there. So cool. Christopher Fry, just be patient. Be patient. Hopefully it's gonna work. That's cool. Yep. Tim H said, would be great if controller activity like pedals would be shown in the LEDs too. I don't know. That's like I said, this is the time when we get a new update where we kind of like, all right, let's see what this does. We gotta have some fun in here. Let's see here. I say John Sweeney's. Let's see here. Is helping Chris Fry, which we love that. Everybody's helping out. All right, great. You know what, Scott? Let's go ahead and look at the one that I'm really interested in that I think everybody was kind of digging would be how to go ahead and have the scenes, adjust the different scenes in here. Hold on. I'm going to adjust. Yeah, I'm going to adjust the look of this. I hate that it's crooked. Okay.
Off topic real quick. Christopher Fry just had a curiosity if you can put down how many gigs your USB drive is and what type, if you know. If it's SanDisk or Lexar or something like that, that would be helpful. Okay, go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
Okay, let's go ahead and find that scene share now. That's where can that's that screen now. I'm assuming I haven't this like I said, we just updated my Fantom. I'm assuming that it's probably in File Utility or Utility. So I'm going to go to File Utility, and Survey says, it says, hey, I got to put my thumb drive back in. So I'm going to put my thumb drive back in just so I can know. First time, Scott Barry. Booyah! See that? All right, cool. So let's see. I can create a folder. I don't think this is the right spot. Let me go ahead and exit from here. Let's go ahead and then see regular utility. Okay, here's where I think it is. So I was in menu, and I went to utility, and I'm going to go, let's see what export does. That's what I'm thinking. Export. Whoa, there it is. Yay, golf clap.
Good job. Good job.
Awesome. So this is pretty cool, Scott. So this means, of course, we already had export tone, and we had export drum, if I remember. But now we can export an entire scene. So
that's a big deal. I don't know if you guys really understand how big of a deal that is.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and export a scene here, and you can actually see all my scenes that are available in here, and that's cool. And
Neil shared his first scene to Patchland. Go ahead.
Oh, nice. I'm going to share a scene too, Neil. I'm going to do that too. Let me see. I guess I could hold down Shift and jump. Yeah, I can hold down Shift. Look, there's Scott's, what he did that, left it here. That's some brass that I've made. Ed's loud lead. I'm going to do that one. You guys can try it. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and say, all right. And next. And let's see, where does it go? I guess it goes, it's showing me, it goes to my root directory. Turn down my volume. And it goes to Roland, and it goes to sound. I guess that's where it does it, right, Scott? So yeah. We'll go execute and export. Yes, I am sure. So let's take a look. So now I would probably go ahead and go into back up one more. I'd probably go into File Utility just so I can see. And remember, it went into Roland.
The 1.6 supplementary manual up or anything. I think it goes through this. Just so you guys know, if you do go to the website, roland.com, under the Fantom, where Ed went through the downloads and everything like that, Under support, there should be a 1.6 supplementary manual that will go through some of the new features.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and pull that up for you guys right now since we're talking about that. And I might be able, I'll grab my thumb drive out of here and see if I can share this immediately with you guys. And we'll go ahead and share it to Patchland on Facebook. So I'll share it soon with you guys so we can see. Let's see. So I'm going to go right into here, and we're back into the Roland website and go into the synthesizer section and go into Performance Workstation and go into Fantom, just choosing, and then we'll go ahead. Let me make this bigger. Boom. All right. Now we'll go ahead and go toward the bottom. And support. This is where we're going to find those documents that Scott was just talking about. That's pretty cool. And then right there it is, the Supplemental Manual. I haven't even read this yet, so this is cool. This must have just come up. Let's go ahead and download it real quick and take a peek. So this is something for all of you that are just updating your Fantoms. You definitely need to do, and I know guys like Neil or Mr. Sweeney would probably go ahead and grab this and put it on the different sites for Facebooks, just so you guys can find it there. Great source of information, the different Facebook sites. So here's where it tells all of that stuff, and we can get that going. So tell you how to do all of that. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and answer some more questions real quick for everybody. Scott, just so they can see. Let me see. Bring Scott back on here. All right, great. So do what you can on the screen now. Great. Wait. Let's see. Shares. Yeah, we're going to share. I'm going to share a couple of scenes. This is going to be fun. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, provided that you have the correct expansion boards installed. That'll be really cool. Let's see here. 8 gigabyte, but it's a common issue, so it's a no-name brand. Yeah, I always try and get a decent brand of USB thumb drive because I do have USBs go down. I have a whole drawer of ones that I'll probably end up throwing away just because I don't trust them if they work anymore. Let's see. Oh, Enzo says, Scott Berry, I would like to see some shared Jordan Rudess sounds. Who's that guy? Is that someone I should know? Jordan Rudess? I don't know. No. I don't know. Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Scott, I challenge you to do. No, just joking. Do a Dream Theater type of sound. Scott does really good those kind of crazy stuff. So that'll be kind of fun. Some scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Neil Gowen says, Ed Diaz, because of the structure of the export, you need to create a zip to preserve the structure. Awesome. So that's a good tip there. We'll go ahead and do that once we have in there. So in there for you, and then we'll go ahead and you know what? Maybe I can send this now. I'm trying to think. Scott? Can I send you one of these, or maybe a Dropbox link? Okay, I'm gonna do this, everybody. I'm gonna plug in to. We'll go ahead and do this now. I'm gonna go ahead and make a Dropbox link, and I this is gonna be basic, like a 2-lead thing, but it's a link lead that I like. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my thumb drive here, and let me plug it into the computer, and then I can share it with y'all. And I'm going to put it in a Dropbox folder, and you can see if you can bring it into your system. And let's see what happens. We're going to do it live. Hold on. Let me go ahead. And Scott, you have the class. Scott, hold on one second.
So basically, one of the next questions coming up. The supplementary manual goes through the 1.6 and is telling them to install the EXSN01 and the EXSN02. These are the acoustic piano, supernatural acoustic piano, and the electric piano. You have to access them through the Roland Cloud now. So what I would suggest doing is typing in rolandcloud.com, create a free account, download the what is it? The product manager? No, it's the Roland Cloud Manager. Once you download that and get that installed at least, you'll be able to go into the hardware section for Fantom, and you will see those two sitting there. You can download them, bring them into your computer, take out the EXZ file, put it on a thumb drive, and then install it into the Fantom. Now keep in mind the Fantom has to be updated to 1.6 for this to work. But you can create a full account, free account, rolandcloud.com. You don't have to download anything other than the Roland Cloud Manager. So, but then you have some access to the free stuff there.
Yep. And I'm just so you guys can see, we're going to do this live for you guys. Real quick. La, la, la. All right. So I just put in the thumb drive back into my MacBook, and this is everything that was on that thumb drive. And so it was in here, and it was in the export scene right here. So before we do this, let's go ahead and I guess we would just review. We would probably just review what we're going to import. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. Let's see. Well, let me just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead, as Neil said, I am going to come into here, and I am going to, let's see, that's export scene. There we go. So it should be the SVD file. And look, if there's a sequence assigned to it, so that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and get this, and I am going to not make an alias. I'm going to compress export scene. Good. So this is the zip I'm going to have in here for you. And that's cool. And rename it. I'm going to name it Ed Export Scene. So that way you know it's mine. Okay, great. And now I'm going to drop it to Dropbox for you. And I'm going to give you guys, this is going to be fun. I'm going to give you the link so that way you can open it up and try it. Let's see if we can do this. This is fun, Scott. Scott's like, no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. It's cool. It's awesome.
It's you just. I don't believe you. Just not nice. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead right now, and I'm just having fun with this. I am currently right now. I'm gonna drag that zip right to here. Just drag it to my Dropbox and see where it's going. There we go. Oh, view details. Hold on one second. I'll share this with all you guys. Export. There it is. Okay, cool. Dropbox. Got it. It's already there. And now I'll go ahead. Oops, don't open. Get it shared with you. 1 second. There. Here we go. I'm going to share. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Here we go. And create link. All right. Copy link. Okay. So here we go. This is going to be fun. Okay. So here is the Dropbox links for you guys. Let's see if you can go ahead and bring it into your system. So that is pretty fun. I'm excited to see what we can do with that. So I just shared it with everybody. And then I'm going to review real fast. I'll pull up that page. And we can see if you guys can bring it in. So let me go into the scene right here. And I do, just FYI, I do have a lot of, well, I think I have all of the EXZs, as my friend in Australia said, Mr. Mac, he would say. So this is where you're going to want to do it. So right here, import scene data, import. So I just sent that to you guys so you can download that from my Dropbox, and hopefully that works. And we can kind of just see. So that's cool. You're welcome to do it. It's nothing special, just a quick two-tone kind of thing that I just really liked, and I decided to just put it in there. So if you can download that, that'd be great. So cool. So let me see. Are you doing that, Scott? Are you doing it, Scott?
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Right.
So Scott is doing it. And here, I'll switch over so we can see you, Scott. See what you're doing. Awesome.
Guessing this would be file utility, right? Yeah. So there it is. This is your thing here.
Oh, you already unzipped it though, right?
Yeah. So Fantom sequence. So I'm guessing it's going to be this guy. I'm just trying to figure out because I haven't done this yet.
Yeah, we're just kind of having fun, just learning.
Down everyone. Okay, I'm not thinking. Okay, what I need to do is utility import scene from that file. Select. There's Ed's loud lead right there. It says it.
Nice.
Next. Now I got to figure out where to put it.
Put it number 1. You put it A1, Scott Berry.
I'm importing it right now. So it was B128. So basically, enter B. Yeah, 68 down. There it is, and it's even starred.
It's even. Yeah, play it, Scott. Nice. So I see Christopher Fry, he says they say Zed in South Africa too. I see Mark Tronics, I think he's taking the sound also. That's awesome. The Scene, which is awesome. Let's see. John Sweeney, I don't know I think he got it. So yeah, so is that cool? Everybody get it up and running on there? I'm just really curious. That quickly?
Yeah, quick.
Did it work, Mark Schindler? Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? So that's pretty cool. So you guys see, we just did it live. Scott and I had never done that. I hadn't exported a scene yet because I just actually, with you guys here and with Scott's tutelage, we got me on there. Yes. Yeah. So how crazy is that? How crazy is that we can have a scene and yeah, that quickly. Absolutely, Neil. That quickly. Kirill works on it, his Fantom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that being said, Scott, that particular one, yeah, no patterns in there. No, because it's a lead sound. I just wanted just like woohoo, just leads. I don't always do patterns and stuff. But now that we kind of did it, everybody, I see that a lot of you guys did that. That's pretty cool. Now, hey Scott, now does that work? Does that work? Go ahead.
Do you do what I think you're thinking?
Go ahead. Say what you think I'm thinking.
Moving the Terminator out.
Do it, Scott. I dare you. Do it. Scott's turn.
And you've already done this, so this might be easier to just go through you.
No.
Keep in mind, there are some expansions that I used in it, and I did do some custom stuff. So we'll see if it comes over.
Here, let me see if I still have it, Scott. I might have deleted it.
Deleted it? It's
no. I'm checking. We're checking it. Scott's gonna make me send his stuff.
Yeah, go to it. It should say Termy.
Let me just do a search. Supernatural Termy, I think.
That would work. It's actually the other one. It should be DO2 unless you overwrote it.
Oh, let me check. I might have, because like I said, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try something a little bit fun. We're going to go ahead. Let me go ahead and take that Fantom drive out that I have in my computer real quick. And we're going to now transfer Scott's Supernatural Terminator sound. All right? And we'll try that because everybody's asking for that. That's cool. And let's try to send Scott's sound. Hold on one second.
All right. So one of the things to keep in mind with this one is that it's a little bit loud. It's a little bit of a mess because it's all over the place. But it does trigger things like the certain pads. So out of curiosity, making sure that zone 2 is set to pad. These are all these little things that we want to know if they actually follow over in the scene export. Not to mention just the pattern stuff. And then if it sounds correctly, like you've got that anvil sound that's in there, that metal hit. And so, yeah, whoever wants to test it out and let us know, that'd be awesome. Mark, I think you're already sitting there. Mark Schindler, Mark Tronics, any of those guys.
All right, all of you guys. So I'm going to do the same thing again. This time we're going to send out, it's DO3. All right. How cool. Look at what we can do on Synth Talk. No, I'm just joking. All right, here we go. So, all right, this is kind of fun. This is such nerd fun that we can come up with scenes or whatever and then export them and then share them with people across the globe. That is totally cool. All right, so I'm going to export again. export scene, and oh look, it's on. It went right to there because that's the last thing we're doing on here. All right, great. And next, great, export scene, execute. Oh, this will be good. This will be good to see if it got rid of the other one that's in there already. Oh, look at that. Since I already had one in there, it says already exists. Overwrite? Yeah, overwrite that. That's kind of cool, right, Scott? So it seems like every time you export a scene, it's gonna move whatever's there, you know. So,
But it's nice that it recognizes the same things. I know it does the same with the EXZs when you load them in. If you already had one installed and were aware of it, we'll say it's already there. So that definitely saves time.
All right, so give me a second. Let me plug this back into my system and put it on Dropbox, and I'm gonna send you guys the other links. You guys are nerds, by the way, nerds. But this is good nerd stuff, right, Scott? All right.
Yes.
This is great nerd stuff. All right, so give me a second, and Scott, you have the class. Hold on. Let me just plug this in, and I'll get this sent to you guys momentarily across the world. Hold on.
So yeah, this is going to be a cool test to see if everything comes over, including the custom sounds. Like Neil says, I took a lot of the things and I just changed some minor stuff, but I had to save it in a user bank. So some of them I just wrote, term or termy or something like that real quick, because that's how I do when I'm moving fast. I don't get real specific just because I want to see if it works. So I'd be curious to see if these things showed up. And we can look at inside, let's do it in here. So if we look at the Terminator one and we go into zone view, this is what should be in there. So top should be term brass, pad zone, lurking bass, term. So you can see I've customized a few of these: metal crush, term orchestra, term velocity, and it just keeps going up and down and down and up. So yeah, curious to see if all these custom sounds will transfer over as they should.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna. Someone was already asking, where does it end up? And it probably goes into the user tones.
Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know if you already said that. All right, so I am going into my Roland folder again. I'll show you guys. Hold on one second. Do it once again so you guys can see. There's my Roland folder. Oh, let me go and switch the view. Okay, great. So that's in my Roland thumb drive that I just took out of the Fantom, and here it is. I'm going to go into sound, export scene, and there's that one that I did earlier. I obviously don't need that one, so I'm just going to delete that. Great, and there's the one I need. I'm going to do another zip, and compress. There it goes. All right, making sure I got the right thing. Boom. Okay, we're going to compress that sucker. What did I do? Okay, that's that right. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. All right, so we got that set. Make sure. Fantom.
Okay. Good point, Mactronics. Not to mention Scott's scene was an old firmware, correct?
Good.
But
yeah.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
So I'm going to call this Scott Berry export scene zip. And all right, stand by. I'm going to throw it in Dropbox for you guys. And let's see what happens. So much fun today. Okay. I love this. This is so cool. Can you imagine? This is so neat if we can just share stuff. All right.
You share quickly. And that much information. It's like one of the other questions I would have that I'd want to test is, let's say, Ed, you've got a user patch in there that's on user 001, and I'm sending you a scene that I've got a completely different patch or completely different tone in user 001. Does the Fantom automatically understand this and reallocate the new one to user 2 and then updates the scene? Or does it want to overwrite? So these are like the little questions, All
right, let's see here. Okay, let's see what's going on. And I am doing it right now. All right, there it is. Scott Berry. And I think that's it. Copy link. All right, here we go, everybody. And let's see if this works for you guys. there is the new Dropbox, and let us know if this works for you. Let us know if this totally works, so we can see.
Don't be surprised if you find some blank stuff in there, because again, it was something that I was using in the sequencer to learn the sequencer. So there might be some trash that's still sitting in there. And word of caution, it's loud.
It's loud. So if you're listening on headphones, that's cool. Just turn on the volume so that way you can watch, so you can just kind of see. So this is pretty cool. I'm digging this. We're totally getting into this. I see a lot of people on here. If you're digging this, if you're really enjoying this Synth Talk, please consider just putting a like on it, and then also please consider subscribing, so that way you're notified, and hit the notification bell so that way you know that we're coming on. And you can subscribe to this channel here just by just going to there, and then also subscribe to Scott Barry's channel, which he does a lot of performance oriented stuff. And remember, you're watching Synth Talk. All right, cool. All right, so that's cool. And shameless plug. And then let's go. Let's see here. And who is going to be the first one to get this in here? I am just waiting. Hopefully it works. I know we got some great people out there in the world that are trying this, and how much fun. Oh, take me to install into the Fantom. Oh, where am I? Hold on, I got it for you. There we go. Where'd it go? I had it for you. Hold on. There we go. Here, check out the screen. And right there, it says, copy the files. Well, first you'll have to unzip it, because it's zipped, just so, as Neil said, so that way it would transfer over. Copy the files that you want to import into the folder created by the export scene function. So, and then insert the fast memory into the Fantom. Just right there. Just follow that right there.
A whole folder, just not it zipped. Once it's unpacked, the whole folder you can just put on the thumb drive. Just put it in the root directory and then put it in the back of the Fantom.
Yeah, that should work. Yeah, that should work. Take your time. Yep, it's page 4 of the supplemental manual. Just FYI.
Oh, Neil, yeah, I told you it was playing with it. Sorry. You could turn down the volume.
So who got it? Neil? Yay! Hallelujah. Yay, Neil. We'll do the background music for Neil.
Oh, thank you, Christopher. Yeah, I'm hoping to add some more stuff to that channel. We have just been so busy. And in fact, what is today? For Tuesday? Nope, got changed this way. So it is what it is. It's all good, but that's how everything just kind of works.
So how cool is that?
Awesome.
So John Sweeney got it. Yay! Let's give him the. Where's my claps? I got claps in here. Oh wait, that's the bell. Wait. Oh wait, here's the claps. I think this is. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, some claps. Good job, gentlemen. Good job. So yeah, serious game changer. So I expect all of you for your homework to go ahead and have some fun and really come up with some new great scenes that you can share with the group, and then also with integrating all the Zen Core. That's cool. Yeah. Christopher Fry, of course we have Taco Tuesday. I'm in Texas. Hello. Texas used to be Mexico. California used to be Mexico. Taco Tuesday. Hello. So yeah, that's a global day. Taco Tuesday is global. If it isn't, I'm so bad for you. All right, cool. Yeah, John Sweeney liked the cool bill. Yes. I love that too. So I love this one too. All right, cool. But it's a little loud.
Just a little.
Just a little. If it would have just been that first one. But I do like. That's a good one too. That's a totally cool. All right, so how cool is that? So we just learned by updating the Fantom. The biggest thing on this one for me, and I think for a lot of our users out there, is that you can go ahead and share scenes. And we just did it in front of you, and I just grabbed it to thumb drive. I threw it in a Dropbox folder, zipped it, as Neil suggested. Thank you, Neil. And so that way we can go ahead and share it. And then I see a lot of you guys have figured out, unzip it, throw it into the thumb drive, bring it into the Fantom, and then go through the steps of the import process in there. So,
player. This is how Skynet spreads.
Uh-oh.
This is exactly how we're going to do it.
That is exactly how. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Christopher Fry, I understand. I'm in my studio a lot. Even Maynard, my cat, he's there waiting. He's just like, come on, bro. But yeah, that's cool. All right, so I don't know what steely-eyed missile men mean. Oh, steely-eyed. I get it now. Sorry. All right, good. So how cool is that?
Yeah, I would say at this point, because I know a lot of people are confused about the SN pianos and how to get them and everything like that, is if you can at least show Roland Cloud and where they're sitting.
Oh, let's go ahead. Absolutely. So I'm going to go because Scott's suggestion. Let me go ahead and clear out some windows over here. Close my Dropbox. Dun, dun, dun. You don't want to see what's in there. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Yeah. I don't want to drop any more bombs. Bombs dropping. Okay, hold on. Let me get into my Roland Cloud for you guys. And so we can kind of look at Roland Cloud now. This is cool. And it's going to open up, and I'll throw it on the other screen so you guys can kind of see, and we'll go through there. And that's a cool thing. All right, let's see here. I hope everybody's having a good time today on Synth Talk. No, I hope you're having a great time today with us here on Synth Talk. And we're just having just a load of fun. All right, I'm getting it set, and we're good. Let's see, and yeah, make sure if you haven't already, go ahead and please like this stream, and then also, if you can, please consider subscribing to our channels, and then also hitting the bell so you can get notifications when we do go online. All right, so I'm opening up my Roland Cloud right here, and let me make it full screen so you guys can see, and I think we're good. All right, so I'm going to share Roland Cloud so you guys can kind of see in here, and let's go through this together. It's the best so far. I love it. I love it. Okay, we're always trying. Okay, so in the Roland Cloud here, you can kind of see all the different the days, everything in the news right here. So that's cool. A lot of different stuff we can go through right in Roland Cloud. And then we watch the video of the virtual instrument collection. Now, one thing I definitely want to show you, and you got all of this, the new software, which we can possibly open that up as well. For you. And then also here is the great thing, new membership plans that you can do. New membership plans, that's really cool. So you have to just download the Roland Cloud Manager 2.5. Okay, just FYI. Okay, now let's go over here to the memberships. And you can see you can just get a core membership in here, a pro membership, and then also ultimate. So ultimate doesn't cost that much, $19.99, and you get a bunch. You get so much stuff to use in here, so that's totally cool in here. Let's see here. Okay, and let's go. We already did the news. Let's go to hardware. All right, here we go. This is the Supernatural acoustic piano for Fantom and the Supernatural electric piano for Fantom. All right, and there they are. I haven't even downloaded these, Scott. I should probably download.
No, you're going to have to go into your library. And in the library area, if you show that, you have the option for series at the top. You have, it can also show whether if it's software or hardware. And you definitely want to be in the hardware sections, or it should show the downloads on there. I'm trying to remember. It's all brand new still to us. So.
Yeah, and shout out to Neil Goins. He says, given how powerful Roland Cloud is, just a reminder that Patchland, which is on Facebook, it's free on Facebook, offers a monthly prize of a year's subscription to the cloud. So that's cool. All right, and Marktronics, he splurged and got the Ultimate since I have both the Jupiter X and the Fantom. Yeah, let's take a look at this. We're in the hardware. So now, go ahead.
We have the Ultimate.
Yeah, we have the Ultimate, both of us. Let's see, Fantom X, there's the Fantom stuff, so everything available for the Fantom. And this is just so you can know what's going on. And then you can get the different licenses for a lot of these other packs. So that's pretty cool if you wanted to.
The SDZ, which are the Zen Core packs for Fantom, I believe they're 99 cents. Yeah. And it will be listed as a lifetime license, meaning that even if you change licenses change Fantoms, or we're on the road with other Fantoms, it's connected. The license is connected to you. So you could put it into possibly another one if you unlicensed that one. So we're still learning all this, but the Zen Core packs I think are like 99 cents, which is nothing.
Yeah, that's great, And then you see we have some links to SoundCloud so you guys can hear. Let me go ahead and hit this one. I haven't even listened to anything yet. Me kind of low. Let me here. Don't talk, Scott. So probably gonna kick in a second. Okay, so that's that one there, and I had it kind of low. I don't know why it's so low. You can talk, Scott. Let me here say something, Scott, so I can readjust your input.
Well, I muted my mic.
Oh, okay.
Just tell me that cool little mute button.
Okay, cool. So that's a lot of different things there for the Jupiter. Excuse me, for the Fantom. Now let's go to the Jupiter page, and you see we have more that you can go ahead and get as well in here. So that's cool. You can decide which one of those that you would like, and of course there are sound examples there, and then of course even more. And so these all work between the Fantom, the Jupiter X, and the RD88 because they are a part of the Zen Core sound engine, or the Zenology, the Zen Core.
So the SDZs or the Zen Core packs, I believe that all is the same. But when you get into the EXZs and things like that, they're definitely product specific. So the EXZs for the Jupiter will not load into the Fantom. The ones for the Fantom will not load into the Jupiter. But as far as I know, I think it's possible. I don't know. Again, this is brand new for us too. So we're still learning the ins and outs and what's going on, and things may change. So we'll definitely keep you updated and posted as we learn.
Yep. All right. So now let's go into some of the software, and this is the Zenology's software here, and it's a lot of different stuff in here, and I believe this is also going to be growing as well. Just FYI. In there. A lot of different things you can do. You can also go to rolandcloud.com, I think, or through the Roland website and take a look at all this stuff. And they have a lot of great content on here to kind of introduce you to it so you can learn about it. So that's something that's great. Also in the concerto area as well for some other different instruments you can use. But we want to go into the library section. And this is where you see all the different things that are currently available for Look at all this stuff that's inside the Roland Cloud, Scott. A lot of different things in here. So,
and you've got software. So like the expansions, the EXZs can be downloaded and used in your DAW software now. That because it's listed as software, and then if you see that middle column, it will say software or hardware. Mm-hmm. So the hardware ones are going to go for the Fantom. The software will go for the computer. But you can have the same EXZ01 in the Fantom, EXZ01 in your DAW.
Yep, and you can even specify by series. So if you wanted to say, well, I want to see everything that's available for my Jupiter X and XM, I could go ahead and do that if I wanted to. Or maybe I want to see everything that's available for Zenology. Or for a lot of us on here, I want to see everything that's currently available for the Fantom. I'll go into the Fantom, and you see here they are. I'm going to go ahead and download both of these right now. Make sure I got it. Oh, hold on. Let me tell it.
Who is it? DJ, I guess, is what it is. He's talking about. He's got a Mc707 Zen Core. So the way that the Zen Core engine works is you have a tone import and export. Now the MCs are getting updated at some point soon to be cross compatible with the Jupiter and the RD and the Fantom and things. So if you wrote a Zen Core sound in a Fantom, for instance, and then exported that tone, you'd be able to import that tone into an Mc707 or 101 or Jupiter X or Jupiter XM or an RD88. But with the packs themselves, the SDZs files and things like that, those, I believe, become product specific. So I could have it and put it in my Fantom, and then I don't know if I need to get one for the Jupiter. Again, this is still stuff that we're learning. But the cross compatibility, especially for you writing your own tones or sharing those, you don't, there's no license involved or anything like that. You can just move it around to all your products. Like I have an Axe Edge in here. That's going to get updated at some point. an MC101. I could write everything on the Fantom and move it into those two others.
Yep. So as you can see, a lot of different things we can come into here and got to get it going. Let me get this out of here. Oh no, Circle of Death, Beach Ball of Death. Let's see. My poor.
No, Roland Cloud is getting hit so hard between last night and today.
Well, it's also probably my computer right now has a bunch of things running, and so I have it all SD'd out and RAM and stuff, but it's just definitely getting hit with a lot of information. So let me go ahead and close the Roland Cloud. That's just a quick look at that for you guys on
It's
here.
still, or can you grab those SD or those SNs?
Yeah, it's downloading. I'll go to my downloads page and just take a look at what they are in just 1 second. All right, so let's go back to see if we have any questions. See Mr. John Sweeney and Neil Goins is on there. Christopher Fry. Yep. Let's see here. Blah blah blah. I'm just looking to see everybody good. See, did we already get everybody, Scott? While I was doing that, did you get everybody?
I think so. We probably lost a couple people if they were loading in sounds and things, but
it's all good. So anyway, yeah, John Sweeney is helping Douglas Carmichael. That's great. So yeah, firmware 1.30 launched for the MC707. Got lots of updates which are requested by the user base. Check it out if you haven't already. So you can definitely, Douglas, you can go to roland.com, look up your MC707, and then go to the download section to find that version 1.30. All right, so anyway, I think this has been a good show. We're already an hour and a half in with everybody. We had some little bit of fun, and I'm just really excited, Scott, that we just demonstrated that we can share scenes now. And we didn't just share them between us. We shared it with different parts of the world. How cool is that you can do that? So
well, it's amazingly cool that it moves the tones over with it, especially even the custom stuff, because with other products and even our products in the past, I might be able to share the performance or pull the performance up or whatever the other brands are calling it, but it's only going to bring up the locations that it's been, the addresses that were saved in that scene, let's say, for instance. So if those addresses don't line up, so in other words, for instance, if 001 for my keyboard is piano, and in Ed's keyboard, it's a bass sound, when he loads that scene, he would hear the bass sound, I would have the piano. In the way that Roland did this with the Fantom is that it's pulling the tones with it. That is a huge thing, because in other past keyboards, I've had to make sure that I match all the patches, programs, tones, whatever it is, up, that they make sense with the registration or the performance or the scene or the studio set. In this case, I don't have to do it. I just have to install the scene, and it's done. And that is just awesome. Absolutely awesome.
All right. See, a quick question. Mark Schindler wants to know if we're going to try and put in the Supernatural pianos and stuff. I guess I could. Let me see here. The Supernatural EPs. Let me go ahead and find them real quick in my system, and I will drag it into my Fantom thumb drive real fast. Let me see here.
Yeah, Dipmatic Studio, correct. You would install them in the exact same way as you would do the expansions, and we'll go through that. And that's having the thumb drive in there, holding tempo while turning on the power, and then selecting install.
Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Let me see where I put them. Oh, there they are. They're right in front of me. Okay, cool. So I'll just put them right here so you guys can kind of see. Yeah, there they are. Okay. I'll just put it all on the same page so you guys can see right now. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so let me go ahead and close out the Roland Cloud real fast. I'll close that out. Great, and let me go ahead and here is bringing my Fantom folder over for you. So this is my thumb drive to the Fantom, just so you guys can see. And let me make it so this is bigger so you guys can see that. And then I'm going to go ahead while Scott get up the please the stuff. Let's go ahead and do, let me see here, hold on 1 second. I am bringing everything up for you guys real fast. Hold on one second. And great. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here I go. Here I go. All right. Okay, good. So I have a folder here for you, and there's both of my expansions. And we're going to bring those over and see if we can bring that in there. So, okay. So if we normal way I would do this is I would go ahead and just grab one of them. And let's see here. We got the sound list right in there. There's the PNG readme text always in there. Okay. All right, Scott. So I'm assuming probably with this one, I would probably go ahead and close that up. I would probably want to go ahead and just grab that, the PN, because a PNG is nothing. That's nothing. So that's just there. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just grab it and just drop it. Whoops. Grab it and just drop it in here. Right there. And I would assume that I would do the same thing in here as well. Grab that exe file. Once again, here is my sound list if I want to take a look at that stuff. That's cool. And I'm going to grab that and drag it over as well. Okay, great. And, okay, that's there.
Where are you putting all this on the thumb drive?
I just put it at the root directory. What do you think? Good, right? Because there's my backup, and there's the sounds, the export scenes that we did earlier, which that's not where I'm going to put it. My folder, which I don't know what that is, I'm going to just keep it down in the root directory. Okay? All right. And so now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that from my computer, and I'll grab it out in a second. There we go. All right, great. So give me 1 second to unplug, and I'll put it into the Fantom. Hold on 1 second. All right, so now we're back and get everything going over here. I'm going to plug in this thumb drive. Woo, my little thumb drive here. And where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? All right, great. All right, so now I'm going to take this one here and we're going to plug it into the back of the Fantom.
And the USB memory slot.
Okay, USB memory slot. Oh, didn't get it in the first time. Second time. All right, great. Now, here, Scott, walk me through here just so we can I can pay attention to this, and you can do that.
The power is off.
Okay, power is going off.
And you're going to hold down the tempo button while powering on the Fantom. Continue to hold the tempo button. I continue to hold it until the doodle stops, okay. Just to make sure I wind up in the right screen.
Uh-oh, somebody says don't miss the PNG. Oh, let me go ahead and put the PNG. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
What's the PNG for it? I mean, it's just a picture.
Yeah, apparently it's going to show it.
But where would you put it? That's where I'm a little bit lost on that. A root directory with it?
Hold on, let's see here. I'm going to just do that. Yeah, because you never know. Because I'm like, why would they put a PNG file? And PNG for users that don't know, that's just a. That is just. Here we go. I'm just moving this over. Getting it right here so you can see. Somebody said to do that. Let me see here.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah, we'll try it. And let me go ahead and where did I put that? Downloads right there. The Untitled folder. Great, and I'm going to grab that PNG.
Hey, Mark Schindler, once we get through where Ed's at, if he runs into an issue, I think we have a solution. So we'll go through that, and if not, we can talk off, or we'll share it with everybody what I think it might be. Because I had the same issue when I tried it the first time.
Okay, PNGs are loaded. Let me just take this guy out. Uninstall. Take it out from my computer. Unmount. Good. That's there. Okay. All right. Hold on.
That's what I thought, Neil. PNG is not required. But we will find out.
We will see who is correct on the next episode of Synth Talk. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Plug it in.
You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. All right. So let's see here.
Tempo.
Okay, so press and hold tempo, and let's power it on. Hold on 1 second. Press and hold tempo, and let's power on the Fantom.
I would just continue to hold the tempo button until, like I said, the doodle is gone and the screen actually comes up showing the import section.
Let's see. You're a doodle, Scott Berry. Let me see here.
But I'm a magical doodle.
Magical ginger doodle. Dun, 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 dun. Cool, we're getting it, and
I get that, Krill. I just didn't know it was that important because that stuff's usually sitting in there. But that is a good point that it does show up when you the PNG will show up in the Fantom.
all right, here we go. So there it is. Is that it?
Yeah, I think you're going to run into the same issue that we're having. You would hit the install button at the bottom of the screen to see the files that you put on there.
Okay. So should we try and do just one or two or both of them?
One.
Okay. So shift. Whoops.
You have to just hit install. One. Push install first.
Okay, let's go.
Going up there? Sorry, I can't see. Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Cool.
So if you select one and then hit install, let's see if you get incorrect file.
Let's see. Survey says install. Big money. Let's see, is it thinking? Oh, wait. By touching the file, when you hold down shift. Oh, multiples. I think it's thinking.
Yeah, you just have to highlight which one you want to install.
Oh, I think I did. Oh, did I? Did I not do it right? All right. There we go. That helps, Ed. Okay, install.
Incorrect file, right?
No, it just says install license. Are you sure?
Yes, okay, so you got that. I've got an incorrect file. And one of the things that it could be is that what you need to do is get rid of the EXEs that you already have in the Fantom and pull them down from the cloud. Reinstall them, and this may allow you to get through. Mark Schindler, this might be what you're running into and what I'm running into, because we've had an earlier version of the EXEs that we installed in the keyboard or wherever they came from. So that might be what it is. We just have to dump those and go to the cloud, pull down the new EXEs, put them on thumb drive, and install them.
Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to hit OK, install license. Yeah. Let's see what happens. All right, are you sure? Okay.
Awesome.
Well, mine seems to be working in here, and we'll get it going. So that's let me go ahead.
There's also something else that came down with the download that you did, Ed. There is scenes that you can download and install as well.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What did that say? It says it has already been installed. Is that right? Let's see here. It has already been installed. So let's take a look. Is it because these guys are there? I wonder. I'm going to go ahead and try it again. Maybe I'll try uninstall these. Wait, those are EXZs. Let me shift to go to the bottom. Or did it install it? What do you think, Scott?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm reading the board. John Sweeney did say there are instructions in version 1.6 manual about uninstalling the old licenses. Yeah, I remember seeing that, but it's like sometimes the terminology doesn't click right. You're thinking old license.
See,
I don't know.
Oh, I think since these are named EXZ, these are both named EXZ, and these are also named EXZ. Maybe
should have a number or a letter or something that makes them a different file. Are you seeing the exact same file name?
Well, I'm seeing right here it's EXZ, and then this one, EXZ-00102. That's the same. And Stage Piano 1, Stage Piano 2. I'm seeing the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and uninstall these first two. I'm just curious. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, because again, these were the supernatural sounds that came with the PNG file. It should have an SN in the name, though. I thought it was.
Unless you know what, guys, I might have accidentally pulled down the wrong ones. So that's very possible. That's very possible. Huh? Kirill nailed it. He's like, yeah. Yeah, that's Kirill said, yeah, I did pull down. So let me reinstall one of them. Let me just make sure and just see. And I'll go back to Roland. Oh, Kirill, all right, cool. Let me see here. He says, don't do it. Oh, okay, too late. Okay. All right. While that's doing that one, while that's correcting probably one of my mistakes, I'm going to go back into Roland Cloud. And I'm going to bring, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, and that's probably something, Scott, a lot of people are going to do at first is just bring down the wrong file. So, all right, I'm going to go into Roland Cloud real quick and bring down the correct file. Kirill tried to save me, but there's a delay. Okay, so that's cool. I'm opening up my Roland Cloud again, and we'll find it again. We'll go ahead and go in there in 1 second and see.
Yeah, it's like if you guys haven't learned, sometimes some of these episodes, the Synth Talk episodes, which are great, are things not to do, but they're more common, things that we run into. So I actually kind of like hitting the roadblock or the door real quick, and we have to figure out how to get around it or how to solve it. And I think hopefully it helps some of you.
Yeah,
they're going.
Yeah. We make a lot of mistakes too, and we kind of figure it out. So it's all good. So here I'm opening up my Roland Cloud real quick, and I'm gonna go back to the library, and we're gonna go in there and find the one that says supernatural. Okay, because Kirill said he actually says don't, but it's so funny. Yeah, it is great to learn together, John. It's great. It's great to learn. John's gonna kill me. He's gonna be like, Ed, that's not great, Ed. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to go back into Roland Cloud here. All right, let's go back into Roland Cloud one more time and go into the library. And I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to go into series. I'm going to choose Fantom. There's Fantom. And I downloaded the wrong one, so let me take my time. Let me see. Why is mine not working? Here it is at the bottom. At the bottom. That's why it's not scrolling. Okay. Let's say, yeah, put it in here. Put it there. Put it there, Yogi Bear. And then I'll do the same thing for the ones that say supernatural. Imagine that. Use the words you learned. All right, here we go. Great. All right. So you can't do the Scottish accent without whiskey. Thanks, Neil. Stunning. Let's get it. All right, let me see here. All right, let that download real quick. And it's downloading. Here comes the other one downloading. And I'll take out my thumb drive from the Fantom. Oh, accidentally. Let me see. Abort. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Fantom real quick. And, okay, let me plug in the thumb drive, and we'll get it. Hold on 1 second. Okie dokie. So now that I have, let me move. Scott's not talking. Bad Scott. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of the Roland Cloud real quick again. There we go. And then I'm going to come back into here, and I'm going to open up my thumb drive so you guys can see. It's great. And obviously I chose the wrong one. Thank you guys for tried to help me, but it was too late because of the delay. So let me get rid of these guys. Right there, just delete that and trash that because I don't need those. And here are the correct files right here. This supernatural right there. Oh, look at that. It has a scene. Nice. Huh. Okay, let's read this text. Okay, didn't really help. All right. And okay, shows the list. I guess what do you think, Scott? Are we going to take the scene in there? I don't even know. All right. So,
Well, I'd probably just worry about trying to get the sound in there, but yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab the PNG file and the exe file for both of those. So, just drag and drop. And I'll do the same over here. exe PNG 1 2 3 ABC. Great. So I'm bringing those over right now so we can try it and get that in there. And let's see here. I think the guys from the UK are talking about some kind of whiskey with the guy from South Africa. International incident. Here we go. There we go. It's my
You're right back.
My fault. Okay. Hold on. So right now it's getting the file and it's getting it over here for us, and give it a second, and then we'll go ahead and just get started again in here and get you guys going. Boy, this is pretty cool. Get it all going. And oh no. Look, Goins and Sweeney are gonna get together and just have a good old whiskey time. Awesome. Talk gear. Yeah, you gotta keep your mouth covered. You gotta wear the mask. Wear the mask. All right, almost done in here. So anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are digging the channel. We're totally having fun. Yeah, Synth Talk knows no borders. No borders on Synth Talk. Synth Talk, no borders. That's right. Let's see here. Yeah, after lockdown, we'll all definitely get together. Definitely, once we can start traveling, I know myself and Scott, I definitely put where I will be in the U.S., and you guys can come out and stuff. We can have a class in there. Here's a question from Woody's Piano Shack. His question is Supernatural Synth Engine as used in FA also in Zen Core? The synth presets in MCs and now Zenology sound like FA. So the pianos in Zenology sound like FA Supernatural? I would probably say yes. Kind of did not quite understand that, but they're all going to be very similar. Go ahead, Scott. Let me go ahead and grab.
No, I honestly no. I mean, usually when it's Supernatural, it's more modeled bass. I know Zen Core is now an upper level, so it is possible that it is the same. I'd be curious if it's named the same. So that's something to think about, and try to look into a little bit further.
Okay, I'm grabbing the files. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I got the files, and we're gonna try and do it again. I might not put both of them in. Let's just do one because it might take a little bit of time to put that in there. So let's go ahead and just do one of the files. And here we go. Plug right in. There we go. USB memory. Flip it. Boom. All right, here we go. Let's try it one more time, Scott. So, what do we say? Hold down, press and hold tempo, and turn it on. Let's see what we have. Okay, here we go. Do 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 do. Here we go. Ooh, okay, pretty.
Doodle. Fancy doodle.
Fancy doodle. Hey, since there's a PNG file, does that mean I can put my own PNG file?
Question, right? Oh, that's not going to be good.
That's not going to be good, yeah. Ed, Ed, send me your sounds. No.
Guessing these are your sounds.
Yeah. Because those of you that know me know. Kind of do crazy stuff. All right, great. So there we are. I messed up with those guys, but let me go ahead and do install. Here we go.
Look in the bottom of your screen. What does it say? What is that new box that showed up?
Well, it said optimize and remove license.
Okay, that's the part that I'm not getting. I'm not getting the remove license part. So you've gotten it. So you should be able to install this without a hitch. If you don't see that box, then one of the options, and I'm going to try and do it, is I've removed the EXEs, and I'm going to download the ones from the cloud and put them back in there.
That's a good thing. I might go ahead and do that too. So let me go ahead and install, see what I get. And I'm only going to take in the EP one for now. Let's go ahead and just choose that one and see what happens. Okay, great. And all right, here we go. And let's see in here and see if we can get that going. It's going to take 5 minutes. So I'll go ahead and do that. Just 5 minutes. Great. Okay, we have that one installing right now. And so let's answer some questions while that is installing, and we can get that in there.
Real quick, just out of curiosity, when you did the EXZs, when you downloaded the original batches, those came directly from the Roland website, right?
Yeah, when I did the original EXZs, personally, I pulled those from axial.roland.com.
Because I think I might have installed mine from another download. That might be why.
Yeah, so we'll just have to see. That's good, and it's actually installing pretty good so far. We're already over 25%, so that's great. Let's see here. Wolfcry said, "I saw a video from Gattabus editing Zen Core on Fantom. It looks same structure like I see on the JDXI, but probably more advanced. So I like how Roland made editing editing parties similar." Yeah. So partials. Absolutely. You know, whether it be a Fantom or a Jupiter or JDXI, everything falls into the whole synth editing. So what do we have? Oscillator, filter, amp, amp envelopes, and effects, LFOs. It all falls into the same. And then a lot of Roland files when we start talking about in the oscillators, unless you're using some of the virtual analog stuff, you're going to be using partials in there. And partials are just smaller waveforms that actually can make up that tone. So that can give you a lot of flexibility with coming up with really cool tones by using the partials. And the Fantom uses 4 partials, up to 4 stereo partials per tone. So that's pretty amazing in there when you get in there. Let's see. Howard asks, he says, so the question is 17 expansion on 16 slots, which to not load? Okay, cool. I'm not sure. That would depend on you. And like I said, the Fantom is still growing, so I'm not sure if she'll get extras or not. But, it's going through the expansions that you think. And see what you like and see what you don't like, and because there's going to be some that you're going to like. I don't really dig this. Get rid of it, and then just go through. That'll make it the difference. Let's see here. XP50 player said, "What will the model banks cost?" I'm not sure. You have to look on Roland Cloud to see whatever that current price they're setting there. Here's Scott. Scott said, Kirill says, "Scott, can we edit, change, or modify the settings on recorded patterns like Aftertouch?" I guess that's Aftertouch, for example. What do you say, Scott?
Settings and recorded. I would think so. I guess I'm just not quite following the question. I mean, how do you see that, Ed?
Can we edit, change, or modify the settings on recording patterns? Well, yeah, you could definitely go in there and edit the patterns. They're already recorded. Like, I guess that's Aftertouch, I would assume. So I would say yes. You'll just have to go in there into the edit area of the patterns and do that. All right, cool.
Thing, Mark. I've got the exact same thing. So the only thing I could think of is to pull down 1 or 2 EXZs from Roland Cloud that are the other ones, get those in there, and see if that changes.
All right, so I have it loaded up. It loaded up pretty fast, I thought, unless that was a fast 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and I think I have to turn off. And look, you see the PNG there. Non-believers, look at that. Yeah, whoever. Neil, yeah.
File with it, right?
Yeah, I just put the PNG file just in there and it pulled it. That's awesome. All right, so cool. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my Fantom. Turn it off, and now I'll turn it back on, and let's see if we can find that. Great. Get this going. So let that load up real quick, and we can go ahead and find those sounds. So that was really cool. It's always kind of crazy when you try and do a OS update live and then bring in an expansion board. But it's cool that we learned stuff. The initial mistake was a bonehead mistake on my part. I just grabbed the first EXZs rather than going in there and looking for the supernatural one. So that's cool. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Oh, it's starting up right now. Quick question. I say, Douglas Carmichael, always with the crazy question. I don't understand. See, can you send MIDI time code from or receive it with the Fantom sequencer?
I've never tried. I've never tried to link it that way because it's usually going through something else.
Yeah.
If you're going to use time code.
Yeah, I haven't had to use time code in a long time on there. Woody, I like. Woody says, "Do we really need the ticker at the bottom on all the time?" Just saying. Are you talking about when you install? When you install, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think
Talking about ticker on the bottom of the YouTube OBS.
Fine. Bring it back. All right, fine. All right, so I forget it's there. All right. Okay, great. So now I have that there. That's cool. Okay, let me see here. All right, so now we have it. Let me bring it back up so you guys can see. All right, we have the Fantom. Let's go into a single tone area right here. And I'm assuming, Scott, those would probably be in the... Let's look in the bank. Oops, wrong button. Let's go into here. Zen Core. Look, there it is. Supernatural EP right there. Supernatural EP, and it already shows right here. So right there, it just showed it very fast, that supernatural. So very fast. That was cool. And let's go ahead and check out a couple. And let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, look what's right on top, the noise. I love a lot of noise in my EP, and there's a lot of ones. And let's go ahead and take a look at inside the menu and maybe go into a tone edit. And yeah, there it is. There's the supernatural stuff. Like, I know I always like to come in here. Let's take a look at what's available first. Go ahead and see in here all the different things available. In the instrument here, noise level, master effects if we want to go ahead and do some adjustments, master effects controller if I want to go ahead and have different things assigned to maybe the pedals or to the S1 or S2 button. So that's cool. So we can go ahead and have all of that right in there. And oops, let me go back into my zone view. And oh, here it is. So that's pretty cool right in there. So a lot of different ones. I love that noise. So pretty cool. So it loaded up pretty easily right in there. Any comments, Scott, or anybody out there? Kind of cool, right?
That's really cool. I'd be curious what the scenes are and things like that too, off of it. But I've also got a ton of other things in my brain. And one of the things is Kirill's having. Yes, they're talking about editing aftertouch and the piano roll with the sequencer. Totally different topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to see that in the sequencer. The sequencer is been very limited right now on CC control and what it's seeing. Yes, it's seeing sustain, it's seeing modulation and stuff like that, but it's not seeing volume. It's not seeing expression. So again, these are things that we've been requesting. So that's why you can't edit it in the piano roll. It's not going to show up.
Yeah, so I'm just taking a quick peek since we are here at some of these pianos. So there's a lot of them in the Supernatural, and I love it that we can get what's it's this. Yeah, so that was pretty easy right in there that we can go in and so you guys kind of download this if you can. Oh, look, key off. Yep. Go ZT Audio. He says it's not required, but it does. Yeah, good one. So that was cool. Those are all of the different Supernatural electric pianos. And don't forget, you can come into here and make adjustments just by going into menu, tone edit, and you see it looks a little bit different because it's Supernatural, and we can really get in there and make some different adjustments to the instruments or to the master effects, all right there. And then that's pretty cool. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and say we call it for the day on this episode of Synth Talk, because we actually covered a lot of stuff. We got the Fantom updated. We talked a little bit about Roland Cloud, showing you what it looks like in there. Let's answer a couple quick questions in here. Nothing too cray-cray. Go ahead.
You guys wound up with some bonus stuff with the exporting of the scenes, which I thought was just really, really cool.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that. That was really cool. So I expect to see some of you share your scenes, and if Neil's still on here, what was the on Facebook again? We said Patchland on Facebook.
Yeah.
Patchland on Facebook, so you guys can share stuff that way. And you saw that I would have to export it on here. Then when I went to my computer to share it, just to make sure everything stayed together, I created a zip file and sent it. And then a lot of you went ahead and unzipped it and were easily bringing it into your Fantom. So that's totally cool. All right, I'm going to let all of you guys go for now, guys and gals, if you guys are out there. And thank you once again for joining us here on Synth Talk. We love having you on here. Once again, everybody keep safe. Wash your hands real good. Be nice to each other. Share the food. Don't hoard the toilet paper. And be nice to your elders. And we will see you tomorrow on Synth Talk. And don't worry, we're going to learn. We're still learning. I'm going to install all of these. I think Scott's going to install all of his expansion boards. And we'll... You know what? I wanted to do it. We didn't do it today, Scott. Tomorrow, let's talk about Logic a little bit and some of the stuff we've learned with the Fantom and Logic and kind of have some more fun. So,
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys take care. Remember, if you like the show, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and also the notification, and we will talk to you tomorrow on Synth Talk. All right. Take care, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.